Okay, this is going to be our Unit 8, Lesson 2 geometry lesson video. I'm going to go through really briefly the 3 types of drawings that you need to know about for the three-dimensional figures. So the first one's probably the most important one, the one you kind of know probably already without knowing it, and that is perspective. So perspective is what you experience in real life. You know that if you're looking at two trees that might be the same size, if one tree is closer to you than another one, then the one that's farther away from you is going to appear smaller. Even if these two were the same size, because this one's further away, it's going to appear smaller than this figure. And so perspective drawing does this. So if I have a figure that I'm drawing, like a prism like this, I might draw it so that it begins to get smaller as I go towards the back of the drawing. So the base here is larger than the base here in the back because it's further away in the drawing. Now, that is how we experience things in real life when we look around, but when we draw them, we don't always want to draw it this way. But in this case, this is what we call perspective drawing. Perspective. And I'm going to run out of room, so I'm going to go like this. Perspective. Okay, so perspective says the things that are closer in view appear larger than things that are further away. Now, not all drawings take this route. So sometimes we want to do it so that all the dimensions are the same. When we do that, we call it isometric. So isometric would be, let's say I have the same figure. I'm going to draw this now so that it is actually the same all the way. So notice, these two bases are the same. And I probably need to make sure they're the same, but you get the idea. This base here and this base here are the same. So I've isolated the dimensions so that there's no change based on the perspective. Okay? So that's what isometric does. So again, perspective means that it's from your perspective. Things that are closer are bigger than things that are further away. Isometric means there's no difference between those. And then the last type of three-dimensional drawing that you need to be aware of is called orthographic. Write that down. Orthographic. And so orthographic is going to take a shape, and it's going to look at it from front, back, left, right, top, bottom view. Okay, so it's going to do all those different views. And so let's use as an example a triangular prism. Okay, so let me draw one real quick. Now, obviously, I'm drawing it first in a isometric way. And so here's my figure. So I'm going to just do this so it looks three-dimensional. That might help a little bit. So probably should do these as well. Yes, I think that makes it look three-dimensional-ish. Okay, so we need to have 6 different views. We're going to have a top view, a bottom view, left, right, front, back. Okay, so the front would be like here if I was looking straight on at this figure. And so it would have just a triangle. That would be the first view. Sorry, I'm getting cut off a little bit